This is Alan Bush with ADMIS. In the stock index futures, we are seeing prices higher this morning, higher in spite of bearish news. There was a Wall Street Journal article this morning that indicated that most likely the Fed will continue to taper their quantitative easing program at the upcoming end of the month's January meeting. Of course, that would be bearish for stock index futures with some of the stimulus being removed. And yet futures ignoring that, most likely we'll see higher prices from current levels today, still looking for higher prices longer term. In fact, I think we can see new historic highs in the next week or two for the S&P futures and also for Dow futures. Over in the currencies, taper talk is helping the dollar index to firm up this morning. Also, we're seeing the euro currency holding up relatively well, even though we did have an economic sentiment index coming in on the weak side. That is a sign of higher prices for the euro currency. Some pressure in the yen with the Bank of Japan beginning a two-day policy meeting today. There is a growing feeling that later this year, possibly in the second quarter, that the Bank of Japan will add to their stimulus program. Of course, that would be bearish the yen from an interest rate differential point of view. So we are looking for lower prices from here in the yen. Also, the Australian dollar a little bit better after severe declines last week. Some of the strength today in the Aussie dollar appears to be short covering. However, we feel the main trend is lower, and the next objective on the downside is 85 even for the March Australian dollar. And in the interest rate markets, taper talk we think is a negative on Treasury futures. And as long as the feeling is that the Fed will taper over the next several meetings, we are likely to see Treasuries drift lower. Once again, these are my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS or Archer Daniels Midland.